Mighty number 9. Where do I begin? From its humble beginnings way back in 2013, in front of PAX, in front of the world, Kenji Inafune, who just recently left Capcom, announced a Kickstarter from his new company called Concept about a spiritual successor to Mega Man called Mighty number 9. And in the beginning, it started to look like something that could scratch the itch for us Mega Man old school gamers. The Kickstarter game only needed $900,000, but it reached over $4 million, meeting and exceeding many stretch goals thanks to, well, yours truly and many, many old school and current school gamers. One would think that this would be enough money to make the game, but according to the Mighty number 9 team, they needed more money to get more voice actors and the DLC the game was going to get thanks to the Kickstarter. The fans, who already gave over $4 million to this game, did not want to give any more money, but the developers somehow got the money. That was the first of many red flags that would come up until the game was released. Next, Kenji Inafune on January 25th said the game was pretty much done. Then Concept partnered up with Deep Silver, the people who were behind the very popular Saints Row series. Then everything started to unravel, as the first delay with Mighty number 9 from a spring 2015 release to an September release. Then Inafune started another Kickstarter game and anime adaptation based again on the Mega Man Legends called Red Ash: The Indelible Legend. It did not go over well, but they still got funding for the anime and game from a Chinese company called Fused. That did not go over well with many Mighty backers, the people who backed Mighty number 9, including yours truly, who are not only pissed at Concept for making another Kickstarter game and anime, that the game was delayed again and again and again, as the game became a mess of bad communications and mismanagement. And that was before the game trailer came out.
But I saved the best for last. Absorption boost. You kill an enemy, and you can absorb their power-ups. Stuff that'll make you faster and stronger, and make the bad guys cry like an anime fan on prom night.
Yeah, it did not go over well. Hence this little t-shirt right here. You can buy, I'll put the link in the description. You can get this shirt because this is awesome. And, well, it got actually not only blowback from the fans, but also from the gaming industry itself, including the big one, Sega's own Sonic the Hedgehog, who also has a Twitter. And, well, if you see here, it not only roasted them not just once, but also twice. Yeah.
But that was before the 25th anniversary Sonic live stream Sega put out several weeks later.
So it's not.
Yeesh. Talk about cringe. But enough talk. Let us get into the game that most of us have been waiting for, and most of us Mighty backers. Let us get into Mighty number 9. Cue the theme song. Mighty number 9 is set in an alternate reality where robots called Mighty Numbers fight in arenas for amusement. But one day things go horribly wrong as the robots start to attack the humans and making things generally unenjoyable. But there is one that can stop them and save the day, and it is Beck, one of the Mighty Numbers, the last of the Mighty Numbers, Mighty Number 9, to knock some sense into them and, well, get their powers as secondary weapons. Hey, this is a spiritual successor to Mega Man, but to be honest, it seems like more of a spiritual successor to Mega Man X, if you want to get deep into that. But I'll get into that later. But right now, let's get into the gameplay. The gameplay does crib a lot from the Mega Man series, but one main difference is that once you hit an enemy, when it's near death, you can dash into the enemy to refill your secondary weapons, but also give you upgrades from moving faster to having a more powerful shot to refilling your health. And you're going to need the refilling your health option because this game is frustratingly hard, and that's just on normal. This game is the one that courts to old school Mega Man crowd with its difficulty. And the reason why it's so difficult because this game is relatively short. Seriously, you can beat this game about in 4 or 5 hours. So, are there any good things about this game? Well, it is pretty much a successor to Mega Man, but leading more to Mega Man X with some of the levels like, say, the power plant is Spark Mandrill, the radio tower is Boomer Koranger, and the mine is Armored Armadillo. This is making me want to play Mega Man X so bad. Seriously, Mega Man X was so good. The gameplay, the music, so much fun. No, get back, gotta get on target. Get back on target. This is my number 9 review, not Mega Man X review. In fact, this is the positive section. So, let's continue with the positives with the Mighty Numbers. Sure, the boss fights can be a bit frustrating, especially if you have these one-hit kills and you have 20 and 30-second load times. But we'll handle that when we get to the negatives. But for right now, the positives. The boss fights are okay, not good or bad, just mediocre. And honestly, the best part is after you beat them. After you beat them and you get their weapon and what have you, they become your ally, and in specific levels, they can actually help back out, which is pretty daggone cool. In fact, in the second to last mission, you have all the Mighty Numbers helping you out, taking down this whole factory taken over by this evil virus or whatever. That is great, and it shows the connection that all these Mighty Numbers have to each other. And it makes me sad that this game was handled with enough care into it. This could have been something really based on franchise, but alas, this is not a fair world, so we have to take what we can get. But that's sadly the only good things I can say about this game. As the rest of the things, well, yeah, this game has plenty of faults. One of them is the graphics. They look straight out of a first-gen PS2 title. Everything, and I do mean everything, looks plastic and fake looking, including the explosions. And the voice acting is completely and total garbage. Take a listen.
Oh, blast! I see no pattern whatsoever. What in Tyson's name is behind this?
Target normalization confirmed. Transferring data now, Professor White.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, take your pick. Which one is the robot here? Call or Professor White? You make the choice. Also, don't you just love those great 3D models there? They're so seamless, right? Very seamless. This is right up there with saying, another independent game. Like, one game, let me pull out, Dust, which is look at how they handle their cutscenes. By the way, Dust was handled by one guy, not a studio. They had a very successful Kickstarter. Just saying. Also, is it just me, or this game just feels rushed? And I'm not talking about the cutscene animations, but also this. You see that? Right there. Did they even care? Did they even care? And even worse, you have the Wii U version has had these little graphical hiccups, which I have, by the way, so go me. You have the 20 to 30 second load times, and it doesn't help with the general difficulty that will make you want to throw your controller. And the music, by the way, is so bland, forgettable. It's amazing to me. it truly blows my mind that the people who were behind the Mega Man franchise, I mean, Kenji Inafune was behind the Mega Man series, and there's many other people who were a part of the Mega Man series who composed great music. To have a game soundtrack to sound like this is just so disappointing. But the rumor that it bricks the Wii U, the digital copy version bricks it, not true at all. The day of getting my number 9, I downloaded it and worked, well, as best it could, with the long load times and the stuttering graphics. So that's a W there. That's a win then. Also, I couldn't find anyone to play with me online. Seriously, I wasn't on peak hours. It is hard to get anybody online to play the online race battle. There was no one there. And even then, with all the crazy things that's going on in the Wii U version, the long load times, the stuttering graphics, would I really want to chance that what would happen if there was an online race mode on the Wii U and seeing what the Steam version of the online race mode is? Maybe that's a blessing in disguise. But yeah, let's wrap things up, shall we?
Aren't you forgetting about Ray's gameplay?
Oh yeah, she's the game speedrun mode, as you have to take out enemies quickly as their health quickly runs out. It's fun for a while, but overall not interesting to play as her, with the difficulty in this game that just makes it a grind to beat it. And that's how I describe playing this game. A frustrating grind of a Mega Man X clone with none of the charm or music that goes with it. So my final score for this failure of a game franchise is a 3 out of 10. Alright, wow, that was it. That was an experience, ladies and gentlemen. And what those are asking, like, well, you're not going to go kickstart another game, aren't you? Because of all that stuff here and how bad Man Number 9 the mismanagement. I'm like, no. I will fully support kickstarting games. That sort of. I still believe in that crowdfunding. I mean, hell, I'm Patreon to Session Cat Studios and Tiger and all those people I support. I still do crowdfunding, and I still support crowdfunding, and I always will support crowdfunding. Sure, there's gonna be some bad eggs, and sure, there's gonna be bad things happen, but you have to still take the risk because I truly believe the rewards will overvalue the risk, and it does seem unfair. People sadly will look at this and say, see, guess why Kickstarters are bad? No. There are so many good games to start on Kickstarter. Shovel Knight. You have, I think Ukulele's looking pretty good. You have the, Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. You got the brand new System Shock that looks to be pretty awesome. These things, it's not fair for these games to be, like it has to be the greatest game ever. That should not be the case. It should be these games and anything else that is going to be kickstarted, be it movies, video games, television shows, or internet shows, or internet websites, should be judged on their individual merit. That is the best way to judge these things. That's honestly the only way you can judge them. You cannot look upon one bad thing and and do blanket statements. It's how that is how a lot of the horrible things are going on right now. Is we do a lot of blanket statements, But anyway, my number 9, yeah. The shirt says it all, ladies and gentlemen. So, what's next up there, Woodstock?
Next up is your 1,000 subscriber special.
Oh, yeah, I did hit 1,000 subscribers. Over 1,000. I need to do something big, something special for you guys. And trust me, it will be. Anyway, thanks again for watching and supporting things that I do. This is Duke CT here. Peace and love. I'll see y'all when I see y'all later.